So we're gonna go to this video, man, and you're gonna see his 10-minute video by Mr. Richard J. Murphy. Yeah, I think he has a very good point about these empires and what needs to be done. And this is why I'm sharing this video. Alright? And he also has to share it, so let's go.
I want to put an idea to you. Neoliberalism, Marxism, and America are all built on the basis of division. And that is the problem that we're facing in the world right now. Now, what follows is going to be a bit of a simplification of a quite big idea, but bear with me, because I think it's worth talking about a big idea in this way, precisely to draw out the fact that we are facing a major challenge in the world at present, and there is an underlying theme to the challenge between the three power blocks that exist in our world at present, which are focused on the USA, Russia, and China, all of which are built on the basis of social exclusion. When we need a politics of care and inclusion, that is the problem that we face, and that's what this video is all about. Those three major powers now dominate our world. We can't pretend otherwise. The USA is clearly trying to dominate the whole of the Americas. Russia clearly wants to defend its own space and potentially expand back into parts of Europe. And China, whilst sitting on its own at present and not appearing to directly threaten anyone, is a major world power, and we don't know for how long it will sit quietly. Each was created by its founders, and they were created states because two are Marxist and one was created as a result of the division of the USA from the United Kingdom. Each was created to serve their people. That was the foundational claim of those who put in place the current forms of government that each of them have. But something has gone badly wrong. What is the common thread that has gone badly wrong? It is division. Let's look at the states first of all. If we look at the Constitution, the claim is that all men are created equal. But they forgot to mention women. And they forgot to mention slaves. Or black people.
So let's talk a little, just pause a little bit here on the so-called Constitution, people, and why these fake niggers are lying to you and are supporting Trump. But you are never been part of that. You never will be, because this constitution are based in white male supremacy. Yeah, these niggers are not even part of that shit. But they are the ones that run around with the placard higher and screaming louder. Yeah, but they have no benefits for them to be doing that because they're not even part of that damn constitution. And why the hell do you think you have a constitution, people? If the world is so old as they claim, why you only have this constitution? And some places don't even have one. How do you explain that? I explained to you there was a reset, yeah, in 1812, and they had to reconstruct everything, people. Yeah, and they've been reconstructing everything through the 19th century. Yeah, which is all made up, of course. All this timing is made up. But I'm gonna tell you that they've been doing this they've been creating this new reality after the reset. That's why you have this flawed constitution that don't even involve everybody. It only involves these elites and these white supremacists that run the joke, the cult, or the constitution, whatever you want to call it. But Negroes and other people are not part of that white supremacist constitution. You understand that? So what's going on here, it's all a simulation, and people that don't know what they're doing and what they believe or nothing.
Hispanic people, or quite a lot of other people come to that. The Constitution promised justice, accountability, and balance, but equality was never universal. The Constitution was, let's be blunt about this, about...
So this is defining this, that equality was never part of the deal. Understand that? Equality was never part of the deal. It was about a class of people that rule over a class of people that obey. Okay? It's a religious role with the religious. These are the monks, these empires are the monks, and the people are the servants. Let's go.
Male power right from the beginning, and that issue is still tearing America apart today. That's the whole foundation of everything that Trump is doing. Now, let's look at the Marxists. Marxism supposedly dominates thinking in both Russia and China. Both of their revolutions in the last century were rooted in Marxist communism. And there is no doubt that Marx cared about working people. Let's not bother to argue about that. The whole issue of improving their well-being was what motivated him. And he had very good reasons in 19th century England to be angry about the state of the working class. And he wasn't even alone. Read Charles Dickens, read Anthony Trollope. And they saw this too. The idea that there had to be major reform was one that gripped social reformers.
So they always, people since the 19th century, they always have this problem that the working class go without. They were not included in that system. That system was not created to benefit the working class. Yeah, it was not created. This constitution was not created to protect, to include everybody. That constitution was created to protect the founders of this system of triangular empires. You know what I'm saying? Because you need the divide and conquer factor to continue pillaging the whole entire world. You need to divide them to conquer them. So you got to divide them by flag, like I explained to you. They created flags and everything. Why? Because everybody is not going to be included. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not perceived as rightful owners and rightful subjects in the earth to inherit the benefits that come with the whole system they create. Everybody is not part or beneficiary to that system. Yeah, most people are just supposed to be worker bees. They're supposed to work, getting low wages. It's been always like that, people. He's showing you back in 19th century, the same shit was going down. You got this big community of people that have a lot of money and other people that are dying with nothing. Most people that have nothing. No, nothing. Yeah. Because they are not included. Yeah, all these social reforms and all that, it's all a simulation and doesn't include ever nothing. Let's go.
Those who created these revolutions had legitimate grievances, therefore, about the way that working class people were being treated in the societies that they sought to transform. The trouble was that Marxism, just as is the case with the American Constitution, has a fatal flaw built into it. It involves rights for some, but not for everyone. The argument in Marxism is that the proletariat should be favored and the bourgeoisie should be hated. And you can't build a unified society around a philosophy that is based on hatred. Division is fundamental to Marxist ideology, and just like America's founding divisions, this has become the thing that has undermined the whole delivery of justice in any of the countries that have followed this logic. The pattern is clear. It's emerged in all three states. They've all been built on division, and as a consequence, some people are acceptable and others are not. And this is not accidental. It's built into their design. Division is fundamental to all extreme political thinking, in fact. Lines might shift over time, but the foundational flaw is always there. Government, by exclusion in this way, cannot work. Now, let's be clear. I accept policy differences. Of course, it's right that people should have differences of opinion and they should be respected. But what I reject is a politics of division. That's anathema to me. We need a politics of care. which respects everyone in a community, whoever they are and whatever differences they have. This is
Now, this is, people, what I see. Yeah, we need politics of care that respects everyone across all differences. This is not happening in a lot of systems because they were not created to do that. Yeah, they were not created to care about everybody else. Even these politicians, when you see when they come, they are already telling you who is included, who is excluded. Yeah, they feed on the division, and that's why they vote certain people up there to do the damage, because it's about the division, it's about racism, it's about the programming that comes since they created this matrix, which is what? Control, control, control. Not include, it's control and superpower. I get everything, you get nothing, and you serve me. That's all the formula is. And if you notice on YouTube, it's the same. The hatred people have for themselves and other people is the revelation of this, this formula that they've always been using of divide and conquer people. So,
a community, whoever they are and whatever differences they have. This is fundamentally different from what the founding fathers sought in the USA and on the basis of which they wrote the US Constitution, and it is fundamentally different from the basis on which Marxist societies have been built, which do quite clearly seek to prejudice some, the old bourgeoisie. And this problem of division is still present in UK society at present, because inclusion does not really exist in this world, in this country, at this time. And the UK's penal system shows that. Prisoners in UK prisons tend to come from poor backgrounds. More than that, they tend to have very high rates of neurodivergence. They are punished for being different. We need to include and not exclude, therefore. And this requirement is one that we need to embrace. Neoliberal order is based on division as well. Wealth equals merit, being poor equals failure. The divide has festered, it has destroyed everything of value. Neoliberalism doesn't work anymore. We've been talking about this on this channel, and we're going to be talking about it again because it's quite clear we have to replace this. We need a new philosophy, and the new philosophy has to be inclusion and not division. This is how we build something better. This is the only foundation for a sustainable society that I now believe we can have. Everything else we've tried has not worked. That is why the three world superpowers we have are indeed trouble.
the problem is we didn't try anything else. Yeah, we've been always in the program, the preconceived program after the reset they gave us. And this is what is still running in America, in Russia, in China, and all over the world. It's the same programming. Since they resetted us, they forced it on us. We didn't choose no shit, okay? This is why we are in this situation. This is why most people have no rights. This is why most people are poor. This is why most people are not part of that system. That system was not created to accommodate everybody else. Yeah, it not include everybody else. It includes a certain part of society. Yeah, where you have the rich on the top, and then you have the henchmen. Yeah, the ones that do the dirty job for them in the middle as a median, and then you have the poor people that have no access to that system or a way to change that system. Most people, the majority, but they have no way they can change that system. Yeah, so they never created that system in the first place. So we can't say that we tried. No, we didn't try shit. We were given shit that don't work by design. Yeah, it's time now that we try our own shit. That's how you talk. Let's go.
Outside those superpowers, and the vast majority of people in the world are outside those superpowers. People want and aspire to something better.
Yeah.
In those middle states, which is the term that Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada, has used to describe the countries that are not the USA, Russia or China, there is a desire to stand up to power Because the governments of the countries in question want their people to have opportunity. They don't want to be beaten down. They know they could be beaten down by these powers. Therefore, they want and need new ideas, because new ideas are the only way in which we can defeat the hegemony of the three empires, the Russian Empire, the Chinese Empire, and the US Empire, all of which are seeking to exploit the rest of the world for their own advantage. And the advantage of good ideas is that ultimately they beat bad ones. The politics of inclusion will beat the politics of exclusion. The politics of care will beat the politics of division. This is the direction in which we must travel now. This is the idea that the world now needs. This is the basis.
And this means the whole leadership has got to change. You know what I'm saying? It's got to change, because what I've learned is that we are being ruled by psychopaths. We are being ruled by narcissists. Yeah, all these people that don't have their heads in place. All the people that are manipulated to continue to perpetrate evil to the system. Yeah, dishonesty, and these people need to be taken out, and you need to replace them with soul people. Yeah, with people that have soul, mind, and body aligned with the universe. Yeah, you can't have these clowns, these narcissists running shit no more. You need to change the role to change, because the only way this system, you have to understand, this system is run by narcissists, because there is no other way you can run empires. Yeah, you need narcissists to run them, and you need narcissist activity in every community to keep them slaves to that massive empire, to keep them dumb and stupid and obeying with false false revolutions and all that pocket bullshit. Let's go.
Must build. Politics of care provides us with the opportunity to have a new world. We haven't really tried it. Our three world powers are built quite deliberately on the fact that they deliberately divide their societies, just as they deliberately want to divide the world. This is no longer sustainable. In a world where we know we're all connected, where we know we share common resources, where we know we have interdependencies on which we literally must rely. The politics of care is the only way in which we can go forward. Challenge is for the middle states of the world to embrace it, to use it as the basis of their common challenge to the threat that they face from the societies who still embrace division. And they're called Russia, China, and the USA. What do you think? There's a poll down below. Thanks.
Okay, I think it's done with them. And I want to add, man, that this thing, man, it's going to be bad if the people don't take heed to what this man is saying right here. You know what I'm saying? That they need politics of inclusion. These systems need to change. You know what I'm saying? And that these empires are all being created. Don't think they happen by accident. Yeah, they were created. And they were created by design, okay? And like you can see Americans, like the energy they take from the people, they split the energy and send the energy to other places and create other empires instead of empowering the people that live in that country. They empower other systems that bring them power, okay, and keep all those people in a state of beggars, in the state of broken vessels in there. Yeah, and these are the same people that are going to be clapping for this narcissist in like Trump, you know what I'm saying? Be clapping that they're doing something for them, but he was never ever about them. It's all a deception. Yeah, they give you a false revolution. They tell you, yes, let's support the narcissist and our rights. Get out of get the immigrants out of here. Don't include them. Get out. Get out. This is our country. Get out. Get out. Trump is right. Send them back. Send them back. Call the cops on them. Yeah. And it's nothing. It's just Trump closing on them. And I told them that, after he's done that, he's going to come for you. And he's already coming for them. That's why he's got this so-called ice in there, and this guy is they're starting shooting people until he's normal. That's sad, man. I love you all. Keep the instructions. I hope you learn something with this man. Yeah, his name is Richard J. Murphy. Okay. The name of the video is Why America, China, and Russia are all built on the same fatal flaw. Okay, so if you scan all of that, you can find the video, and I don't know if I got time, I'll leave the link, but I'm not bothered. Okay, this is about the truth, and whatever can catch up with it, and keep going and raise your vibrations. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. I love you all. Keep the instructions. Peace.